So, guys, if there are two housemates who have completely changed the temperature of the BBMzansi house this week, it has to be Buhle B and Ilano. Let's give it up for these two ladies. Not because they're running tasks or winning games, but because of how much noise their words and reactions are creating. So, let's start with Buhle B. So Bulebi is currently operating on a high alert. Yes, you heard me right. High alert. And everything feels personal to her. Who talks to who sleeps where, who laughs with who, all of it seems to trigger a reaction. So from joking about second wife's story when she was talking to her lover, that's Tumi the Baba, to accusing other women of wanting Tumi the Baba, to feeling uncomfortable about Aisha associating with Liema. Bully B is constantly reading meaning into situations that may not even exist. Yes. So the problem is not that Bully B has emotions. Emotions are normal in the house. The problem is that she fully commits to every assumption she makes. And once an idea enters her head, it becomes fact. And when you start treating guesses like truth, you end up fighting people who don't even know that they are in a battle with you. So viewers are beginning to ask an important question. Does Bully B remember why she's in the house in the first place? Because Big Brother is a social game, not a relationship surveillance system. When jealousy becomes your main storyline, it slowly starts to overshadow everything else you could be offering in the house. So now let's talk about the second person, Ilano. So Ilano's annoyance doesn't come from jealousy, it comes from her mouth. Her comments about Tandeka having sense but not having sense, mocking her vocabulary and suggesting that Millie takes his frustration out on others were unnecessary and calculated. Whether she meant it as honestly or humor, those words landed hard. What makes Ilana tricky is that she disguises shade as observation. She speaks as if she's just stating facts, but the undertone is always dismissive. In Big Brother, words carry weight, and Ilana knows exactly what she's doing when she throws them around. So together, Bulebi and Ilano represents two different types of irritation in the house. One reacts emotionally and builds stories in her head. The other provokes with words and hides behind, I was just saying. So both create tension. Both shift the mood of the house and both are slowly painting targets on their backs. Not because of strategy, but because of perception. And in Big Brother, it's not always what you do that defines your journey. Sometimes it's how people feel when you enter a room. And right now, when Bulebi and Ilano enter a room, the energy changes. The real question now is, will they adjust or will this be what sends them out of the house?